Yo, what's up, MrPantaloons here, Let's clear 7-18 with low rarity. This is the team I'm going to bring in. Let's do this. And for more low rarity clears, check out the link in the description below. Alright, so first off we're going to have Midnight by the blue box facing up, followed by Lantha to help him out, and she will deal with the top side. Next we're going to have Orchid for some extra damage, and here we're going to activate Midnight skill. And we're going to bring in Ansel for some heals. Next up, we're going to bring in Steward for some more damage. And here comes Patriot. We can take our time to deploy a couple of mines, but we will need to save DP here for Cardigan. And we will use her to stop the advance of snipers. Otherwise, things could get dicey. So we're going to bring in a Cardigan, stop the sniper in his tracks. Can deploy more mines. The Wolverine is coming up, so we're going to use the Melantha skill to fight him off. We're going to have the second Wolverine. We're going to use Orchid skill as soon as he enters Melantha's range. Deploy more mines. Patriot is moving, so we can take out Cardigan and we bring in Spot, and that will allow the Originium Altar to damage all the enemies he's blocking. And we also have Ansel heal for Melantha there. And once the wave is done, we can take her out. We can take Melantha, we can take Midnight out, and we can put in Hitano. We're going to use Spot heal there just in case. And we're going to need a lot of these mines around Steward and Orchid. Alright, so Patriot, he's going to chill there for a second, allow us to place down more mines. Spot is done, we can take him out, and we have Patriot coming up. So once he hits that mine, we can use our Orchid skill. We're going to have a mine up top. Finally, we take out Spot there. We can place some operators for later. And Patriot, we are going to use Hitano's skill here, but we do need it later, so we want to use it as early as possible. We're going to have Melantha by the red box to deal with the mortar. And we do have 3 mines. We could use another mine, but we're going to save. We need to save at least 2 mines. 2 or 3 mines is good enough. Here we can put down Midnight to deal more damage to Patriot. And we want to get him as low as possible. And this is low enough, but we can just deal a bit of extra damage. Why not? We can take out Orchid, Steward, but we do keep Midnight. Okay, we're gonna have Spot, Perfumer, we had Gaviel, Ansel, and Hibiscus facing towards Patriot. He's gonna hit that last mine, and he's gonna start regenning. Alright, so now we're gonna use a Midnight skill here for the jetpack dudes. Hitano skill, as you see, we will need it. We will need her to recharge her skill. Okay, so here's the mortar. We're gonna use Melantha skill. Now watch Patriot. As soon as that jetpack dude goes over to Spot, we can throw Cardigan on top of Patriot. We're gonna need to use heals here, Spot and a Perfumer as well. And we are gonna use Hitano skill finally. So Patriot is up. Melantha is done with the mortar. We can take her out. And here we gotta be careful with Cardigan. We can use her heal first, and then we have Hibiscus and Ansel as well. And he's gonna shoot a spear onto Hitano. So we're gonna need to swap her out for Steward and Orchid. And they will alternate taking spears to the face. So we put down Steward. And we also need to put down... Yeah, we're gonna use Hibiscus heal this time for Cardigan. We need Beagle here to stop the advance of snipers, otherwise they would one-shot Steward. We're gonna put her down, just the same as before, where Spot was, Beagle goes. Alright, and she will also take the aggro from the mortar. Okay, Cardigan heal. Gonna get it soon here. The mines We need to place the mines onto spot. I think it's a little bit late. We should have placed the mines even earlier if possible. Steward is going to take the spear. We throw down Orchid. However, that is too early as the mortar is now going to aggro onto Orchid. So we want to wait a little bit for... well, we want to wait for the mortar to shoot like 4 or 5 more times, honestly, before placing Orchid. And that would have been good, but we can still save this. So we have spot heal in there. We have the Wolverines coming in strong. The first mine goes off. We're gonna need another one. So Perfumer is gonna take this spear. So now we're gonna have to use Melantha, otherwise we're not gonna be able to cope with this. We have Beagle skill in there. Midnight skill comes up just in time. Now Melantha, she's gonna take all the heals. So Cardigan, we gotta be extra careful now. We are gonna need to use our skills here, just to make sure everyone is healthy. And Hitano, she can go in to deal some damage since the Perfumer is unavailable. And honestly, we probably should just take out Melantha right about here. And have Wolverine run into that mine instead, or into Midnight, because the heals are getting pretty dicey. We can take out Hitano as she takes the spear. Melantha, take her out. She's grabbing all the heals. We don't want that. We want the heals to go on Cardigan. Alright, so Midnight, he can go out. Cardigan will need that heal. She was extremely low. Midnight, we will need him later for Patriot, so we have to take him out. Beagle, she's doing fine. We can bring in Steward to take the spear, and we can have him help with the mortar. Why not? And here we have to alternate the heals onto Cardigan. So we can use the Cardigan heal, and then we have Hibiscus and Anzel. And every time Patriot throws the spear onto Steward, that's pretty much a free heal. You get the full health for free because he's not attacking Cardigan, right, during this time. So Cardigan gets a free pass. So we replace the Steward with Orchid. Then Orchid will take the spear. Then we replace with Hitano. So we use those 3 for the spear. Then we have Cardigan. We use her heal first. Then we use Hibiscus. We have Anzel. Perfumer in there with the passive regen here and there. And then the Patriot will do the spear. And then again you have Cardigan heal, so you use that. Rinse and repeat. We do have Midnight that will come fairly soon here, so we have about 10 seconds. And we want to try and not overlap the heals if possible. So now we don't have any healing going on, so we can go ahead and use Cardigan heal. But when we're using a Hibiscus or Anzel heal, we should try and save Cardigan heal. Okay, so Hitano spear. Midnight goes in finally for the Patriot. We have Steward. We might need a heal here. We are going to use Anzel. Look at that damage. Very, very dicey. I'm trying to wait for the spear, so we can try and wait for the spear. Then we get full health. Then we have a Cardigan heal to use, but we have Anzel skill still going, so we don't want to overlap that. We have Orchid, and we want to keep doing this while we get Midnight skill, and this is where our damage is gonna come in. And that's pretty much it. Alternate the heals, throw down Hitano, Steward, Orchid for the spear. Use Midnight skill for Patriot, and make sure Cardigan stays alive. And then you have Beagle, Spot, Melantha as backup. Alright, so now we're just gonna speed up, and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the fight. Alright, and it is about done. A few more hits. And period goes down. Alright. Come on. There he goes. So we can definitely take time. I think it took about 5 more minutes of doing that. But low rarity, E1, doable. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Have a good one and take care.